bet you're glad you met me. It's me. That's rich. Hey. What do we have here? Don't say I didn't warn you.
Please, come in.
Your assistant told me you were expecting me. How did you know I was coming?
We don't have unexpected guests very often. The magical expulsion when you came to the island, I felt it. This island is my home. When something is out of place, it's my responsibility to be prepared. We've been following your actions ever since.
I came here from...
Where you came from is of no concern to me. Your actions, however, are an entirely different matter. They clearly indicate your attitude towards, or should I say, against the Empire.
Is this a problem?
Quite the contrary. Please forgive my interest in dispensing with pleasantries. In my experience, clandestiny is best with these matters.
I understand. I assume you know why I'm here.
The Tower of Fangs. Little is known about our beloved Emperor, leading many to believe that the information contained there is of great importance. I've traveled this path before, and many such companions have lost their resolve. I will assist you in your mission, but you'll need to convince me that my efforts aren't going to be wasted.
Of course.
So bold, and yet so few questions.
Just one. What's our first step?
I'd like you to aid the captain in his next move against the Empire.
So, you've allied with the captain?
I do what I can to support his fight against the Empire. But sabotage and militia tactics are merely distractions. We need to cripple the Empire and their interests.
Veritas.
Correct. Temporarily cutting off the Empire's Veritas supply will buy us the time we need to conduct other operations. They are blinded by it. This is our advantage.
But Veritas is a natural resource.
Very true. But there are methods of making things difficult. In the meantime, there's something I need you to acquire for me.
Weapons? Information?
Dragon Fang.
Dragon Fang?
They ruled this island long ago. There were hundreds. Their remains can still be found. Magnificent creatures.
Any idea where I should begin?
There's a place nearby known as the Belly of the Beast. A canyon formerly inhabited by a black dragon.
Wouldn't it have been exploited by now?
Your assumption would be sound, if not for the canyon's current resident.
I'm not sure I want to know.
If you want to get to the cave, you'll have to outsmart or kill it. Whichever method you prefer. I'm sure you have questions.
Have you always opposed the Empire?
Of course. Gandahar has removed our sense of individuality, culture, economy. Our families are forced to work in mines and abide by laws they do not fully understand or believe in. I'm not sure our friend Falanon realizes how useful his bold bedside manner stands to become. I suppose my influence is to blame.
You seem to care about these people. Why not lead them?
My place is to offer guidance, wisdom. People should be free to make their own decisions. Giving them that opportunity is my only concern.
This creature in the cave. Do you have any advice on how to kill it?
Keep your distance and avoid its claws.
When I return, what happens then?
The difficult part, I'm afraid.
I'll return shortly.
Good hunting.
We have here.
Do you have it?
I do.
Excellent. I was beginning to think you had failed. Now we can begin. I've received word from the captain. Everything is in place.
In place for what?
Follow me. I'd like to show you something. Follow me. Is everything in place, Val?
I think we're ready.
What is all this?
Hand me the fang, and I'll show you. Are you all right?
I'm fine. What are those?
Those, my friend, are Veritar golems. Very difficult to control, yet even harder to construct, especially in these circumstances.
This is why the captain needed the Veritar. What are they for?
Use your imagination.
Liberating the city from Imperial control?
Doing so now would only cause Gandahar to send troops in greater numbers. The only way to rid the city of Imperial control is to eliminate the reason they're here.
The mines.
Indeed. And why risk implicating ourselves when it seems the Veritar is capable of protecting itself?
Brilliant.
Isn't it?
How did you manage to assemble so many?
I suppose we should really thank Gorlag. If not for Fal and his men discovering the caves, it wouldn't have been possible. They've been assembling the golems with the help of the mining refugees. But the Dragon Fang you found is the key.
Impressive. Wait. Fal?
The captain. Falanon the Butcher has never exactly rolled off the tongue.
All of this just to get into the tower?
We need to divert Gandahar's attention in order to ensure your success. I've come to believe that the magic protecting the tower is bound to him. If it draws strength from him directly, spreading his concentration is our only chance of success.
How do you know all of this?
I've made many attempts over the years to discover what Gandahar keeps in that tower, with several endeavors, including Falanon when he was younger. Gandahar's methods are not a complete mystery, and there was a time where my knowledge overshadowed his own. When you exit the cave, head south. You'll come upon some old ruins. Use the teleport. It's connected directly with the underground maze. But beware. Once you enter, there's no turning back. The only exit resides at the other end of the maze, just under the tower.
All right. Let's do this.
One moment. I can't let you leave empty-handed. I don't have much use for auras these days, but we can keep you from marching to your death armed with nothing more than a stick. Have your pick. An axe? A bow, maybe? I could also teach you a spell if you're more magically inclined.
I'd have to be a fool to refuse a lesson from a master mage.
In that case, I'll give you a stone and the scrolls needed to make a most ingenious spell. And, of course, the formula. What will it be then? Air? Fire? Or maybe water? Wait. Let me guess. It's air, isn't it?
I've always been partial to air. How'd you know?
It was once my job to know such things. The Phoenix spell it is.
Thanks.
I wish you good luck. Both in the tower and until this is finished.
Thank you, Datton. Give the captain my best.
Have you found the amulet?
Yes, I have it here.
Thank the gods! There may be hope yet.
Now this is settled, will you tell me what's going on here?
Indeed. You did well. What do you wish to know?
What is this place?
This village is Tir Gal. I am Father Garadel, the shepherd of this flock for as long as most would care to remember. A deadly curse has confined us to this swamp for some years. Because of this, I have made it my duty to protect Tir Gal and her people.
And the monsters? Part of the curse?
The undead are the agents of the Swamp Witch.
The woman you referred to earlier.
The same. We first encountered her decades ago. Tir Khalit, our neighboring village, was the first to fall. She almost had her way with us as well. She commands the undead to patrol the barrier that keeps us here. Aiden feared your arrival would lure them back to the village. The rites can only hold off so many at a time.
How do the amulets fit into this?
They're imbued with a special property that lets them radiate light the closer the wearer gets to the witch. I suppose it's her own device to help her adherents find their way back to her. Aiden's has been equally useful in avoiding such confrontations.
If I kill her, will it lift the curse?
One would hope. You are welcome to join us in trying, but know that it may cost you your life. On the other hand, you could grow old and die here. It's a nice place.
I can't stay here, Garadel. Hunting the witch is my only option.
Then this could be a blessing in disguise. You just may have what it takes to do it. No one knows where the witch resides exactly, but it is thought to be west of here, toward the ruins of Tir Khalit. I'm sorry I can't be more specific, but from there the amulet should guide you. The wards are fortified. Do what you must.
How did this happen?
Years ago, I awoke to a great din to see refugees from Tir Khalit crowding our streets. Many were burned and delirious, spoke of the dead rising from the swamps to attack them. Many an army has been broken in this valley throughout Antulur's history, and I know whoever was responsible for this necromancy would have no shortage of thralls. In the end, it was only my rights which protected Tir Gal and her citizens, new and old. Those who fled into the swamps were lost forever. Well, not forever. I'm sure some have come back.
The arrival of the witch.
When we first learned her, anyway. Some believe she's always been here and simply awakened. We don't know. There are local legends about a figure who would wander the swamps cloaked in rags. A tale told around hearths to keep children from wandering off in the night. Whether or not there is truth in it, I can't say.
Awakened?
But we're long past casting stones, as I said. She is here, and there is no argument about that. The question is, what do we do now? The people of Tir Khalit never gave up trying to shatter the barrier. They even tried tunneling under the swamp. Then, there was the young mage whose life's work was in finding ways to break the curse, who went missing and almost cost the search party their lives as well. One of the former mayor's sons even tried to fly out using wings he'd built of feathers and wax. We heard his screams echo for days.
How do you defend yourselves?
Thankfully, as a man of the gods, I have some knowledge of the white rites or protective magic. Then, we have Aiden. He and I do not always share the same beliefs, but he does much to keep us safe. The system has worked well enough. Our greatest threat is disease. We have very little access to medicine.
Has anyone else been trapped by the barrier?
Everything. The birds, the beasts, fish and fauna. The swamp welcomes all, but lets nothing out. Tirgal was built with this knowledge, as a refuge, long before my time.
The barrier existed before the appearance of the witch?
Indeed. Tirgal was founded ages ago, possibly by the first unfortunate souls to wander through. Some kept notes, journals. These have helped solidify the culture here, which may not seem important to you, but certainly is to us.
So, if I defeat her, the barrier will disappear?
There is no certainty. There is evidence to believe the barrier may be the will of the gods themselves, erected to contain a great evil.
The witch?
I am a man of faith. I cannot believe any individual is beyond redemption in the eyes of the divine. And yet, her power is not of this world. I am convinced the only solution is her complete destruction.
Has anyone tried killing her before?
Aiden has the passion, but the rest of us would never let him do it. We depend on him to eat. He is the only one who knows where to find food.
Why don't the monsters attack him?
My understanding is that the amulet he carries fools them into thinking he's one of them. This is only a theory. He and you are the only men I've known to traverse the swamps at will. In that way, you are kindred spirits.
I'm leaving now.